In a time long forgotten, a Turkic tribe found themselves nearly wiped out by enemies. Fleeing to a hidden valley called Ergunekon, they forged a new life in isolation, surrounded by mountains on all sides. For generations they grew stronger, but they yearned to return to the world. Led by the legendary Grey Wolf, they finally melted through the iron rocks that trapped them, emerging with newfound strength and unity. This powerful legend of survival and rebirth sets the stage for the land we now know as Türkiye, a place that bridges continents, cultures, and history itself. Welcome to Nations of the World. Join us as we explore Türkiye, a nation where myths and history intertwine, where East meets West, and where every story reveals a piece of its timeless spirit. You may have noticed that the country's name has changed from Turkey to Türkiye. This change reflects the Turkish government's desire to ensure a more authentic representation of the country in international discussions. The name Türkiye is the Turkish pronunciation of the country's name and is deeply intertwined with the nation's cultural identity. The recent move to officially adopt this name internationally also seeks to distinguish the country from the bird turkey, reinforcing its unique heritage and modern identity on the global stage. The name Türkiye reflects the nation's deep cultural and historical roots. Derived from the term Turk, referring to the Turkic peoples, and the suffix "ie", signifying land or homeland, it translates to land of the Turks. The country's geography is nothing short of extraordinary. With a land area of 783,562 square kilometers, or 302,455 square miles, making it slightly larger than Texas in the United States, or about twice the size of Germany. Türkiye is bordered by 8 countries. It is strategically located at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, Greece and Bulgaria to the northwest, Georgia to the northeast, Armenia, Azerbaijan and Iran to the east, Iraq and Syria to the south, and is surrounded by 3 seas, the Aegean Sea to the west, the Mediterranean Sea to the south, and the Black Sea to the north. With a population of 84 million, Türkiye is home to a highly diverse cultural landscape, combining modernity with ancient history. The diverse topography includes the Anatolian Plateau, the Turkish Riviera, and mountain ranges like the Taurus and Pontic Mountains. The unique geography has influenced everything from the country's economy and trade to its cultural practices and cuisine. Before diving into the detailed history of Türkiye, let's explore a beloved figure in Turkish folklore, Nasreddin Hodja. The witty and humorous Nasreddin Hodja is a legendary figure who lived in the 13th century and became famous for his ability to solve problems with his quick wit. One of his most famous stories is about a woman who asks him for help in retrieving a lost key. After much searching, Nasreddin finds the key outside the house. When asked why he was looking outside when the key was lost inside, he responded, "Because the light is better out here." This humor is symbolic of the Turkish people's approach to life, finding wisdom and laughter in the simplest moments. Nasreddin Hodja's stories have been passed down for generations, reinforcing both the importance of humor in Turkish culture and the profound lessons within each story. Now let's begin our journey through Türkiye, a land where myth and reality intertwine. Türkiye's history stretches back to some of the earliest known human settlements, with evidence of human activity dating back over 12,000 years. One of the most important prehistoric sites is Çatalhöyük, a Neolithic settlement in central Anatolia dating to around 7,500 BCE, considered one of the largest and best-preserved ancient settlements, offering valuable insights into early human society. But Çatalhöyük is just the beginning. Beneath Türkiye's surface lies the astonishing underground city of Derinkuyu, discovered accidentally when a man broke through his basement wall, uncovering a vast ancient refuge with 18 levels capable of housing 20,000 people. Stay tuned for a journey into this hidden marvel of history. By the Bronze Age, Hittites, an Indo-European people, established one of the first great civilizations in Anatolia around 1600 BCE. The Hittite Empire controlled much of central Anatolia, with Hattusa, modern-day Pamukkale, as its capital. The Hittites were known for their advancements in law, military technology, and diplomacy, and their empire was a major player in the ancient world until its decline around 1200 BCE, Following the Hittites, the region saw the rise of various civilizations, including the Phrygians, known for the legend of King Midas, the Lydians, and the Greeks. In the 1st century BCE, the Roman Empire expanded into Anatolia, incorporating Türkiye into its vast territories. The city of Byzantium, later renamed Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, became the new capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire. Constantinople, with its strategic location on the Bosporus Strait, became a hub for trade, culture, and Christianity. Constantinople survived for over a millennium until its fall in 1453 to the Ottoman Empire. The Byzantine Empire's influence on art, architecture, and theology remains embedded in the cultural fabric of Türkiye, notably through structures like the Hagia Sophia, which was initially built as a church and later converted into a mosque. The Turkish influence in Anatolia began in earnest with the arrival of the Seljuk Turks in the 11th century. The Seljuks, who had migrated from Central Asia, defeated the Byzantine forces at the Battle of Manzikert in 1071, opening up Anatolia for Turkic settlement. The Great Seljuk Empire was established in 1037, but it was during the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, 1077 to 1307, that the Turks consolidated their power in the region, especially after the victory at Manzikert. During this period, Anatolia became a melting pot of Turkic, Persian, and Byzantine influences, with the Seljuk rulers fostering the spread of Islam and creating many architectural wonders, including Konya's Alaeddin Mosque and the Karatay Medrese. The most influential chapter in Turkey's history is the rise of the Ottoman Empire in the late 13th century. Founded by Osman I in 1299, the Ottomans rapidly expanded their empire across Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. The Ottomans were highly skilled in administration, warfare, and diplomacy, and their rule spanned over 600 years. The Ottoman Empire's golden age occurred in the 16th century under Suleiman the Magnificent, who oversaw territorial expansion, cultural flourishing, and advancements in science and technology. The empire's reach extended as far west as Vienna, eastward to Persia, and south into Africa. However, by the 18th century, the empire began to experience significant military defeats, territorial losses, and internal strife. The decline of the Ottoman Empire accelerated during the 19th century, compounded by external pressures such as European colonial ambitions and internal reforms. Despite attempts at modernization, the empire crumbled. The Ottoman Empire officially ended after World War I, when the Ottoman government sided with the Central Powers. Following the war, the empire was partitioned by the victorious Allies under the Treaty of Sèvres in 1920, which effectively dissolved the empire and divided its territories. However, the Turkish War of Independence, 1919 to 1923, led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, defied these imperial designs. Atatürk and his followers fought against both foreign invaders and internal opposition, including the Greek, Armenian, and French forces, securing Türkiye's territorial integrity. In 1923, after the Treaty of Lausanne, the Republic of Turkey was officially founded, with Atatürk as its first president. Atatürk implemented a series of radical reforms to modernize the country, including the adoption of the Latin alphabet, secularization of government and society, and the establishment of a more centralized and modern nation-state. Atatürk's vision for Turkey was one of secularism, nationalism, and modernization, which reshaped the country into a strong republic. In our special Nations of the World episode on Kurdistan, we delve into the complex history of the region, including Mustafa Kemal Atatürk's influence in shaping modern Türkiye, and the factors that led to Kurdistan's non-existence as an independent state. Watch the episode to uncover the full story. Today, Türkiye is a democratic, secular republic and one of the most influential nations in the Middle East and beyond. It is a member of major international organizations such as the United Nations, NATO, and the Council of Europe. Türkiye has experienced significant economic growth in recent decades, emerging as a regional power with a growing role in global politics. Despite its strong advancements, Türkiye faces challenges including economic instability, political polarization, and the ongoing Kurdish issue. the Kurdish question, which has shaped much of the nation's recent history. The government has made efforts toward reforms and modernization, but challenges remain in balancing secularism with religious identity, economic development with environmental sustainability, and political unity with ethnic and regional differences. Turkey's national symbols are deeply rooted in its history and culture. The flag of Türkiye, featuring a crescent moon and a star on a red background, is a symbol of the country's Islamic heritage and its independence. The crescent and star also reflect the country's historical ties to the Ottoman Empire and the broader Islamic world. The grey wolf, often associated with the Turkic heritage, represents strength, loyalty, and the deep connection the Turkish people have with their ancestors. It's an important symbol for many of the Turkish-speaking peoples of Central Asia. The tulip is another national symbol that carries great significance. The Ottomans brought the tulip to Europe, and it became a symbol of elegance and sophistication. Today, tulips are celebrated in Istanbul's annual Tulip Festival, drawing thousands of visitors from around the world. Building on the strength and symbolism of Turkey's flag, grey wolf and tulip, we journey further into the essence of Turkish culture. Beyond these national symbols lies a vibrant tapestry of traditions and values that define the Turkish way of life. This is a land where ancient customs blend seamlessly with modern rhythms, creating a culture both timeless and evolving. From heartfelt hospitality to centuries-old craftsmanship, Turkey's cultural richness is woven into everyday life. At the core of Turkish culture is its legendary hospitality, known as misafirperverlik. Here, guests are treated with great honor and kindness, often welcomed with an invitation to share tea, food, and conversation. For Turks, hospitality is more than a tradition, it's a cherished value. In Türkiye, visitors quickly discover that being a guest means becoming part of the family, even if only for a brief moment. Turkish cuisine is a vibrant fusion of flavors that reflects the diverse history and geography of the country. From savory kebabs and fresh meze to the world-famous baklava, Turkish food is an expression of cultural pride and culinary artistry. Street foods like simit and durum, Turkish wraps, add to the culinary landscape, making each meal a celebration of flavors. Turkey's cultural landscape wouldn't be complete without the ancient sport of oil wrestling, or yagli güreş. Wrestlers called pehlivans cover themselves in olive oil and compete in physically demanding matches. This unique sport is celebrated every year at the Kırkpınar Oil Wrestling Festival in Edirne, where tradition meets athletic skill in a powerful display of strength and endurance. From the intricate patterns of hand-woven carpets to the vibrant colors of Iznik tiles, Turkish craftsmanship showcases centuries of artistic skill. Turkish artisans continue to create beautiful ceramics, textiles, and calligraphy that celebrate their heritage. These crafts are much more than decor. They are a living expression of Turkish history and artistry. The Turkish language is central to Turkey's national identity, connecting its people through a shared rhythm and sound. Since the adoption of the Latin alphabet, Turkish has represented both tradition and progress. The global embrace of the name Türkiye underscores this pride, marking a step toward cultural unity on the world stage. Tea, or chai, is more than just a drink in Türkiye, it's a social ritual. Served in tulip-shaped glasses, tea is a bridge between people, connecting friends and family alike. Whether at home or in a bustling bazaar, tea is a gesture of warmth and a cornerstone of Turkish hospitality. Turkey's secular identity creates space for a diverse society where tradition and modernity coexist. The presence of grand mosques alongside a secular government reflects the nation's unique blend of faith and modern values, shaping an inclusive cultural atmosphere. Family and community lie at the heart of Turkish life. Elders are respected, neighbors are valued, and gatherings are frequent. This sense of unity strengthens social bonds, whether through neighborhood celebrations or spontaneous meetings over tea. Turkey's calendar is full of festivities, from religious observances like Ramazan Bayrami to national holidays like Republic Day. Regional celebrations such as the Whirling Dervishes ceremony in Konya and the Camel Wrestling Festival showcase the country's cultural diversity and deep-rooted traditions. Turkey's culture is a warm invitation to experience its heritage, filled with hospitality, artistry, and timeless traditions. As you explore its rich tapestry, you discover that Türkiye is a place where every visitor becomes part of the story, welcomed and embraced by a nation proud of its roots and future. The official language of Türkiye is Turkish, spoken by 99% of the population. Turkish is part of the Turkic language family and is a direct descendant of the language spoken by the ancient Turkic tribes. It has undergone significant changes throughout history, particularly with the introduction of the Latin alphabet by Ataturk in 1928, replacing the Arabic script. In addition to Turkish, there are also significant minority languages spoken throughout the country, such as Kurdish, spoken by approximately 15 to 20% of the population, Arabic and Zazaki, among others. These languages reflect the ethnic diversity of Türkiye, which has been shaped by centuries of migration, conquest, and cultural exchange. Turkey's landscapes are some of the most unique and stunning in the world. Cappadocia, in central Türkiye, is famous for its otherworldly rock formations, cave dwellings, and fairy chimneys. It is one of the most popular places to visit, especially for those looking to experience a hot air balloon ride over the surreal landscape. Another natural wonder is Pamukkale. Pamukkale is nature's masterpiece, a series of dazzling white travertine terraces cascading down a hillside filled with mineral-rich thermal waters. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a sanctuary of beauty and wellness that has attracted visitors for millennia. The Hierapolis ancient city lies above these terraces, making it a popular site for both history buffs and nature lovers. Nestled in Istanbul, Topkapi Palace was the imperial seat of the Ottoman sultans for over 400 years. This architectural gem houses a treasure trove of artifacts, including sacred relics and opulent jewels. Visitors can explore the grandeur of the imperial harem, the courtly halls, and the sultan's private quarters, while stepping into a world of power and intrigue. Rising majestically in eastern Türkiye, Mount Ararat is a towering symbol of the nation's natural beauty and mystery. Often associated with the legend of Noah's Ark, this dormant volcano is the highest peak in the country, offering both spiritual allure and challenging treks for adventurers. Ephesus is an archaeological marvel that tells the story of Türkiye's ancient past. Once a bustling Greek and Roman city, it boasts the magnificent library of Celsus and the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. In addition to these iconic sites, Türkiye is home to gorgeous beaches, especially along the Aegean and Mediterranean coasts. The turquoise coast is known for its crystal-clear waters, stunning cliffs, and ancient ruins like Ephesus and Xanthos. Türkiye is predominantly Muslim, with around 99% of the population identifying as followers of Islam, but the country is officially secular, a principle introduced by Ataturk. The majority of Turkish Muslims follow the Sunni branch of Islam, with a significant Alevi minority, especially in central and eastern Anatolia. In addition to Islam, there are small communities of Christians, mainly Greek Orthodox and Armenian Orthodox, and Jews, most of whom live in Istanbul. The country's secular constitution ensures freedom of religion, and religious practices can be seen throughout the country, from the minarets of Istanbul to the ancient churches in Antakya. One of the most renowned stories in Turkish folklore is the legend of the Trojan War. The ancient city of Troy, located in modern-day Pamukkale, was the site of a monumental conflict between the Greeks and the Trojans, immortalized by Homer in the epic poems The Iliad and the Odyssey. The story of the Trojan horse, a cunning trick used by the Greeks to infiltrate and defeat the Trojans, has become a symbol of strategy and intelligence. Today, the ruins of Troy attract thousands of visitors each year, offering a glimpse into the ancient world and its enduring myths. We've taken a fascinating journey through the history, culture, and landscapes of Türkiye. As we bid farewell to Türkiye, a nation standing proudly at the crossroads of civilizations, we are reminded of both its enduring legacy and the challenges that lie ahead. Istanbul, a city that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, sits precariously near major fault lines, making it vulnerable to devastating earthquakes. This is not the first time the region has faced such a threat, and while science cannot predict the exact timing, the resilience and unity of Turkey's people remain a powerful testament to their strength and determination. From its rich history to its innovative strides toward the future, Türkiye reminds us of the enduring human spirit. Let us reflect on the importance of preparation, unity, and strength in the face of nature's power. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Türkiye. Stay safe, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next chapter of Nations of the World. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with others who might want to learn more about this incredible country. Comment below to suggest the next nation you'd like us to explore in the Nations of the World series. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world with us. Take care.